up, crypto legends? How is everybody doing? Happy Friday. Let's analyze the situation, guys. Bitcoin pumping more than expected. I was completely wrong, guys, expecting the price to actually create a lower high at some point at the $29,000 range, but we absolutely blasted off. Let's analyze the situation here, guys. I cannot always be right on the charts. Yesterday, we did analyze the situation together on some videos and streams, thinking that we could have a reaction at a level here that I'm going to explain on the lower time frame. But overall, did manage to get into a quick little scalp. Just provided a scalp here for the Legends community, which is basically a back test of this level, retracing already to the level of take profit. And this could actually be one of those levels that could turn into a possible day trade, swing trade short position. But overall, this is a take profit zone, no doubt. We're going to explain the situation, how you could have managed to get into some scalping scenarios during today. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let's take a look, guys. I'm going to go through the comment section. Is Bitcoin going to manage to create a new yearly high before the end of today, Friday, guys? Do you think it can manage to pump another $2,000 in the next 12 hours, 16 hours before the end of the day? I think it's possible. Let's leave it as it's possible. Let's not get too hyped up here for a new yearly high on Bitcoin, okay? This is the level that we could actually see some, choppy action and the price reversing. We have filled the wick entirely. It was definitely an option of filling part of the wick, or maybe the entire wick here on basically the pump that we had on the fake news. The wick has been filled. We are currently below the wick. Is this a topping point? Is this a level that we are going to create a double top? Is it going to create this swing failure pattern successfully? Is it going to end up in a double top, guys? It's definitely got a possibility. Definitely got a possibility. We're currently at beneath the highs here on the Coinbase chart. So is this a topping point here for the price of Bitcoin? We are getting that high spike in volume on the lower time frames at that level with this massive pump, as you can see. Usually when you have significant high volume, when you have been, trending to the upside for several days or to the downside for several days, we need to be very cautious with the massive spikes in volume like this, because they could be a topping level, okay? Just something, you don't want to be the last one long in here, okay? If you haven't longed here during the last few days, you don't want to be the last one long in here. And if you are longing, you're looking for those scalping opportunities. I've been talking about some scalping opportunities here with the Legends community on a live stream that we talked about. We talked about a rejection from this point. I'll explain why on the stream. Also a possible bounce on this level, talking about volume strategy here, how there were some scalp longs here inside of this ascending triangle. And obviously, a quick short scalp here, back testing this high over here. And yeah, not much more to be said. We are still creating higher lows, so we're probably going to hold support here and have an attempt in going higher. However, this is the zone where it actually could reverse. This is a possible reversing point as we are testing the highs here. Possible swing failure pattern, possible double top if you wish, right? It's definitely possible, guys. Let me know if the volume is good. Smash up the like button for this great stream that I'm going to provide you with some data as well. I mean, not this. Don't want to see some of that. Basically, talking about, what could happen, right, in the next coming bull run. People are, expecting there's not going to be a bull run, right? At least not in 2024 or 2025. We are going to go and create a new lower low, basically, which is the low in right now from the bear market is $15,500. Will we manage to create another lower low? I want to know everybody's opinion in the comment section, of course. But what I need you to do here in the next coming seconds, before I go through the comment section and that full analysis to understand where we at right now and what could potentially happen, what are the different scenarios that we are expecting for the next coming days and weeks, and where we can take some great opportunities on the chart. So what I need you to do is destroy that like button, guys, on your way in. I got stopped out from my swing short position. I managed to lock in a little bit of profits, but it was a small position anyway. So yeah, it was protected, got stopped out. It was the short position that we talked about from that monthly level. So I'm making more profits with my scalping and day trading than actually swing trader. I'm not really much of a swing trader. So I had that trade open and protected. My goodness, we had the rally all the way up here above $30,000. Absolutely crazy. So anyway, let's talk about, let's go through the comment section. First of all, say hello to the beautiful community, and then we can analyze Bitcoin, of course. Analyze the situation here. This is a bit of a topping point, guys. It is a bit of a topping point. I would not feel comfortable longing at this higher low support at the moment. One of the main reasons why is this massive volume spike here at the end. These are the kind of, last liquidation events, right? Get all the shorters out of the market. Now we can actually start dropping down, okay? And when we have those high volume nodes, right, they're usually a bit of a, hey, red alert here for continuation to the upside, right? This could be a topping point. Another main reason why this could be actually the top is because the wick has been filled. It has been filled. We are actually, beneath the high of the wick on the spot exchanges such as Coinbase. We've tapped it already, guys. It's happened. We've filled the wick. This is what usually happens when you do get these massive wicks, okay? They usually get filled. So now, it's happened already. So does this mean, are we going to reverse? I think there's a high chance in possibly reversing from this point. It's happened already. We've filled the wick. Now, as people getting extremely bullish, right? Like my thumbnail, like my crazy thumbnail. New yearly high, is it on the way? We're going to take a look at some levels and some scenarios. Does the volume need to go down, guys? Let me know. Anyway, going to go through the comment section first of all. Then we can zoom out and talk about the different scenarios, because yes, we can go through some basic Elliott wave theory analysis and talk about, hey, is this going to create a lower high right from this point? Are we going to manage to actually hit this high and reject from it and then come down to the lows here beneath $25,000? Is that an option? Or we're going to blast through here and go to $40,000 in the coming weeks? Also definitely an option. So there's a bullish, there's a bearish scenario. We're going to talk about all of them, all right? Looking at Elliott wave theory, going through the basics, going through, what are the possibilities here. So far, October is in the green, guys. So October is actually happening. We still have several days till October finishes, so anything can happen in 10 days. But 10% up for the moment. So October seems like very much a reality when we do take a look at the price action today. Hello to the community. Smash up the like button, guys. Almost 400 people on the live stream. We're going to do some proper analysis, higher time frames, to take a look at what are the possibilities on the higher time frame. And of course, we'll be zooming in on the lower time frames. Zooming in on the lower time frames to see the possible scenarios. For me, it's a bit of a topping point right now. It's a level where it could start correcting very aggressively. Why? Because of the high volume node. Because on Coinbase, we have already tapped that high over here. We've got above the high. We are slightly above the level right now. So maybe this was it, guys. Maybe this was the rally. We reached the high. The bulls maybe don't have enough power, right, to continue to the upside and create a new yearly high. Maybe this was it. Maybe that was the end goal. Let's fill up this wick and then start correcting. Definitely a possibility. But let's also talk about, where were there some opportunities, right? Where were one of the latest opportunities that we talked about here in the Legends community, and that is basically, that back test from that level for a quick little short position, for a quick little scalp, which I want to look for here right away if I do have the chance. But anyway, it doesn't really matter. It is somewhere here. There we go. Let's go through the comment section, and then we go through the proper full analysis on higher time frames, and then zoom in on the lower time frames for what are the movements that we can expect. Guys, I couldn't do the Trezor giveaway. The other video got, I don't know, 400 likes or something like that. We need 1,000 likes on a video. Live streams are still very much possibility to do the giveaway. If this live stream gets over 1,000 likes, there will be a Trezor giveaway from the comment section after the live stream. When the live stream is finished, you can leave a comment, okay? So let's try and pump this live stream to over 1,000 likes for this Trezor giveaway, guys. Anyway, let's go right away through the comment section. Say hello to the community. Community absolutely doing absolutely wonderful. I believe so. 46k next month. Wow, this is definitely some really powerful targets. 46k next month for November, says Ilas. Wow, that is very much a very big ambitious target right there. Right, let's go right away through the comment section. Say hello to my beautiful community. Chantel just touched down 29k, right shoulder formation on higher time frames, right? Is this a head and shoulder structure, right? Are we still here on the possibility of creating that right shoulder? This is the epic swing short zone that we want to get in. Manage your risk here for swing short positions, guys. You know, lower leverage, lower capital. See the possibility of going, you know, of topping out here at some point. There is definitely a possibility, no doubt. If we do take a look at the volume profile, you know, this is still a resistance zone. Volume profile here right away, you know, this is still a high volume node from this consolidation that we had in between June and August. We have that spike high volume node, which, you know, probably can struggle. You know, the price of Bitcoin can struggle at that level and start turning around from this point. You know, it's definitely a possibility. Let's go continue here through the comment section. Hello from India. Hello. In Oru, how are you doing? Good morning, Eddie. Shankar from India, hello. Oriel, Superlon, Hakon. What about Ethereum, Andy? We can take a look at Ethereum in just a bit. Nikhil, I think some altcoins are, you know, not having a great time. We can take a look at some altcoins. Not aware of what's going on in the altcoin market, but we'll take a look at that. Mark Dutch, what's up, Crypto Legends? How are you doing, Mark Dutch? Thanks for joining the stream. Pratesh, BTC pumping, Andy pumping. Yes, sir. Portfolio's looking good on the Bitcoin holdings, right? So I'm happy about that. Smash the like button, says Mark Dutch. Absolutely, guys. If we get over 1,000 likes on this stream, there's going to be a giveaway, okay, for one lucky comment. So smash up the like button, guys, and then comment after the live stream, because this live comment section is not valid for the giveaway. You need to do a comment. Usually the comments are, there's not many comments after a live stream, so you might be a lucky one. If there's 10 comments, then the giveaway is going to be in those 10 comments after the live stream. Okay, so check it out after the live stream, see if you can put that comment section. Let's get to 1,000 likes though. Stream will start at 150 likes. Yes, sir. Mark Dutch, thank you very much. Right, Bitcoin Guru, what's the reason for the rocket? Bitcoin rocket, well, yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's a bit of a rocket movement, right? Rockets go up, well, they also go down, but yeah, basically, yeah, Bitcoin rocket mode. That is the reason why. 46k next month, says Aleyas. James Smith, in OKX, it did not fill the wick yet. Okay, yeah, I mean, it's on Coinbase. I guess it's on some of the spot exchanges. It didn't on Bybit either, okay? We're still very much far away in filling that wick, okay, from the pump that we had on the fake news. It's a standard that we take the high. We are going to alt season next week. We are going to 34k by next week, says Abidemi. Wow, I mean, yeah, it's definitely a possibility. Definitely a possibility. Why not? Bro, bro, you got a 4 millisecond lag between video and audio. Okay. Is there a bit of a lag? No lag for me. Okay. Seems like okay. On MEXC and a lot of exchanges, the high still hasn't been hit. Yeah, on the spot exchanges, right? It's mainly on spot, right? Potentially on Binance Spot, Bitstamp. High has been taken. This is looking at spot Bitcoin, right? Where you buy the actual Bitcoin and you withdraw it to your wallet, right? Spot Bitcoin. On futures exchanges, the high hasn't been hit because the high has been, you know, much higher, right? So it's just like this over here. The low from the massive wick, we had a massive wick on the drop here on the 17th of August. On the futures exchanges, we did not create another low, but yes, on the spot ones, okay? And I think most, you know, to do this analysis, it's better to do it on the spot. If it has been filled on spot, then it's good, right? This movement down, we did not fill the wick on the futures exchanges, right? So let me just quickly go here on Bybit, for example. You know, we had a big, massive wick. This did not get filled. It doesn't need to get filled, but it was filled on the spot exchanges, right? Look at the low right there. We did not manage to go all the way down to 23,600 range, right? So we don't need to fill it, you know, just by filling it on the spot exchanges, it's already like a, you know, hey, because if you would have waited for this wick to be filled, you know, you basically you missed on this price action, right? So on the spot exchanges, it has been filled. Okay, so just like this one on the spot exchanges, it was filled with this leg down finally, and then we are rising. So something to take into consideration. What are the different scenarios on higher time frame looking at Elliott wave theory? What are the scenarios here looking at Elliott wave theory basically? Because you would expect that the price action here needs a much deeper corrective move, right? After the massive year that we've had, it's like, come on, it doesn't make sense. We should have a little bit more of a pullback. However, there is the massive bullish case scenario where this ABC corrective move has already happened in a flat move. And we'll go through that. We're going to talk about the extreme bullish case scenario for all of those bulls out there on the possibility that, hey, maybe this has been the corrective move. It's been of a sideways, it's been a sideways corrective move, and that is it, right? People are expecting much more of a pullback, but maybe that's not going to happen. So I've been buying Bitcoin anyway at these levels, because I don't speculate on spot. The investment of Bitcoin is buy as much as you can during this bear market, whether I'm buying here, and here, right? It's just buy up wherever you can, and then, once it goes above $100,000, whenever that is going to be, then you can sell some. So it doesn't really matter. Buying spot Bitcoin is good at any levels here inside of this range for the last few months, in my opinion. Okay, that's my personal, investment opinion. I like trading against your analysis. You claimed yesterday we cannot take the yearly high. Admit you're wrong. Yes, I admitted. Yeah, I said it at the beginning of the stream. Okay, don't be too bad on me. Don't be too harsh. Okay. Don't be too harsh. I was wrong with yesterday's analysis, okay? I will say it here. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to sugarcoat it or any of that. I was wrong with yesterday's analysis, thinking that we could be topping out at this point here around about, the $28,000. Sorry, no, my bad. Round about this range here of $28,800, $29,000 range. So, if you trade against my analysis, then you did a good job yesterday. I'm not always right. I would like to think that I'm right most of the times. Much better as a scalper and a day trader ranging, okay, than actually, for swing trade positions. So, don't feel bad. I don't feel bad about it. Cannot be right always. I was wrong yesterday, guys. It is what it is. I'll tell you what I wasn't wrong with, my risk management. My risk management is top notch. I was just sharing here with the legends my weekly P&L. Yeah, last week was much better, but I share the P&Ls as well. It's all about not being right in technical analysis. It's knowing how to manage, making profits. I will share my P&Ls here every single week just so you can see the red days and the green days. Yeah, last week's P&L was 18%. I made 18% last week. This week, 4.7%. Hey, it is what it is. It hasn't been a great week. Overall, it's still in the green. So this is the importance about trading and knowing how to teach risk management. It's not talking about, I think we're going to go here, I'm going to go there. It's all about the risk management, okay? So I'm happy to come and say, hey, I was wrong, but my risk management was not wrong. It was very much right. So, I'm going to move on right now with that comment section. And you can get lost. So right away, hey, let's continue with the comment section. I don't want to miss any comments, guys. I want to go through a lot of the comments. Okay, so yeah, I am wrong, obviously, many times, but we just have to. Andy Bro, miss you, says Khalid. Miss you too. I miss you too. Let's go over here. Relief 63 like button smash. Thank you very much. Mystic TA. Institutional bull run 1 million is coming in 2025. Maybe it's the super cycle, right? Is this going to be the Bitcoin super cycle that we're going to see in the next couple of years? I mean, there is something pointing out that could be an option, right? A lot of people are in denial that Bitcoin cannot create another low from this point and go to below $10,000. Can Bitcoin go sub $10,000? Absolutely yes. Can Bitcoin go to $1 million in 2025? Absolutely yes. It can definitely happen. So, yeah, I mean, good morning. I hit the like button, says Tito. Thank you very much for the support, my man. Andy Bro, I miss you. Potential lower high forming at the $30,000 level. Yes, it's very, very possible. Very, very possible. Bone the shorts. My shorts got stopped out. I did not get wrecked, but the swing short position that I did from this level, I'm thinking, it's a swing short. I'm going to leave it open and protected. This is, I'm targeting 25K. If it doesn't happen, then I'll get stopped out at break even. It is what it is. I didn't take the profits, but I didn't make a loss, right? Actually, the P&L from this week was ending up in the green. So happy with that. If you can make consistent, sometimes there could be a red week, no doubt. They're not always green, but as long as it's a couple of percentage, right? And it's not a 50%, minus week, right? Like a lot of you must experience, right? If you are new into trading, this does not happen to me. It does not happen. You will never see me with a minus 50 weekly P&L. It just doesn't happen. It used to happen before in my early days, but it just doesn't happen. I'll be happy to share, my negative weeks as well. It's what a trader needs to do, especially if you are mentoring, and you're sharing, that your knowledge on how to trade the markets. So, we talked about a scalp just a couple of hours ago. Not even that, guys. Let me just go through that scalping scenario. Let's talk about lower time. Hang on a second. I'm moving too fast here. There's too much information that I want to talk about in this video, but there is this scenario. Let's go with Elliott wave theory, higher time frame. Happy Friday, everyone. I'll go through the comment section after all. Mark Dutch, thank you very much for joining the stream. You absolutely rock. Thank you very much. Guys, I'll go through the comment section right away. Do a poll. Do a poll on what? New yearly high? New yearly high? Yes or no? Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that poll. Let's do that poll. Hang on a second. Let me just get that poll ready. Will Bitcoin create a new yearly high, guys? Let me know. Yes or no. Simple. Will Bitcoin create a new yearly high? It has just over 2 months to create that new yearly high. It might do it by, the next coming days if we do continue like this. So let me know right away, guys. Will Bitcoin create a new yearly high? In the poll right now. And let's go right away with yeah, guys. Got stopped out from my swing short position, did a bit of scalping. I will explain exactly where I scalped today, guys. Got into a scalp short, successful. That is it. For me, it's a green day. I don't need to trade anymore. But yeah, basically that was done on MEXC, guys. MEXC for scalping is a great option because the fees are very low. I'm a very defensive trader. I get stopped out at break even many times. And on some exchanges, you can pay some significant fees. And, on MEXC, the fees are close to zero. It's absolutely wonderful to scalp on this exchange. This is the one that I've been using now for just about 2 weeks. And I'm absolutely loving it. They got a deposit bonus for my community of $20,000. It's a deposit bonus. Depending on what you deposit, you can claim that $20,000. But overall, there are smaller bonuses as well, depending on what you deposit, okay? They got the smallest fees out there, guys, which is great for scalpers and day traders. If you're swing trading, of course, you got, different options such as Bybit, okay? Bybit for me, I will be coming back to Bybit trading, no doubt, in, whenever I can. But yeah, MEXC, I think for scalping and day trading, it's great because of the fees. You got $20,000 of bonus with the link in the description. And if you can trade on Bybit, wherever you are in this world, well, you got $30,000 worth of bonus depending on what you deposit, okay? So take advantage of those bonuses. They are affiliate links. They do support the channel, but you trade in the best exchanges out there with some great bonuses. So right away, let's talk about higher time frame level. Then we go through the poll. There are some different ways in reading this because we've been in a beautiful uptrend, during 2023. And looking at Elliott wave theory, going through the basics, you need a low, right? You need a low to start the Elliott wave theory. And the bullish case scenario here would be going from the low here on the 22nd, 21st of November, creating this first small little wave over here, being a 1-2 wave, as you can see, because that is the low here in November, right? Just at 15,500 range. Then obviously this, looking at it as a third wave up and then obviously creating this an ABC flat, because there's 3 waves here, getting above the 3rd wave, but this was not a successful breakout. It's part of the corrective move, and then seeing this as a 5th wave. And then of course we're going to get some guys saying, hey, 3rd wave should be the highest wave. No, as long as it's not the smallest wave, it can, you know, it can be a middle wave, right? The smallest one is the first one, so it's very much an acceptable count. Now the question is this an ABC flat corrective move? Has this been it? This is what would make more sense here if the price is going to start breaking through aggressively the yearly high. There is the possibility of not breaking successfully here, this level. And then we're going to go through another Elliott wave count, of course, and see the possibilities of, you know, a distribution basically, because it would be very, very much like a distribution, right? You pump, you hit the highs, get everybody bullish, and then smack it down beneath $25,000, right? It's definitely a possibility. But in this case, in this bullish case scenario, there is the possibility, okay, of, you know, if you're breaking through here, you could be on the formation of a 3rd wave. And if this is one wave and this is a 2nd corrective wave, which is not retracing too much, usually retrace to at least 50% Fibonacci on 2nd waves on Elliott wave theory, looking at the basics. And this one basically retraced to around about the 382, which is acceptable. You know, it's, you know, the 2nd wave can retrace to the 0.236 as well, but it retraced to 382. If you were forming the 3rd wave, I mean, this could get pretty crazy. You know, this could get pretty crazy. Nobody is expecting this. Well, a smaller percentage, obviously, you know, out there is expecting this, right? You're saying, you know, I do see that Bitcoin could actually create a huge, massive breakout from this point. It can be very, very explosive. That would be like the insane bullish case scenario if you were to count the waves like this, right? Now, let's talk about the 2 next bearish case scenarios, right? Let's talk about the 2 next bearish cases. ETF coming and halving 2. How all of these people want lower prices. I know. Buy Bitcoin, you know, at any level at this range. You know, the future looks very bright for Bitcoin. If we do get a black swan event and the price drops to $15,000 or $10,000, then it will be a gift from God, and we will have to buy up some Bitcoin at $10,000. Bring it on, I'm ready. It's probably not going to happen. You know, a lot of people want to buy cheap Bitcoin. You know, they're probably not. You know, the thing about being bullish, think about this, guys. Are the institutions, are the big players more interested in buying at these levels, right, and already pumping the price out, you know, off, right, and leaving you without buying Bitcoin down here? I think they could potentially prefer that, right? Some people are thinking, you know, all of this is hype, all of this, we're going to go down to 10K, the economy's not looking great, you know, yeah, you know, Bitcoin to all-time high, right, for 2024 and 2025, forget about it. This time's different. We're going down. You know, the adoption is happening in front of our eyes, guys. There is very much interest, and you can just see it by how many spot Bitcoin ETF applications, you know, there are. You know, there's a lot. There's dozens, I think, you know, of spot Bitcoin ETF applications from big players. There is interest in buying Bitcoin. Do you think they're going to give you the chance to buy Bitcoin, you know, below $10,000? Yeah, screw you. You're not going to buy Bitcoin at $10,000. They're going to be buying up at 20K, 30K, and, you know, leave you behind. Let's leave it as, you know, it's definitely an option, right? You know, some people think as in, oh no, it's bearish, the economy, you know, Bitcoin's going to down, you know, to 10K, you know, everything's bearish. You know, there are big players behind the game, you know, and they probably don't want you to buy Bitcoin at $10,000. So you're probably not going to see $10,000 ever again. Right, we need to see the other side of the picture as well, guys. All right, you know, as a trader, I take a look at the bullish and the bearish case. You know, I trade the market. You know, if you only bullish or only bearish, then that is not good. On higher time frames, I was leaning a little bit bearish, but I obviously recognize that we could be bullish, guys. We could be very bullish. So anyway, this is the bullish case scenario, right, where the corrective move has happened. It's happened in a 3-wave flat structure, and we are going to smash through the yearly high in the coming months or weeks, and then go to much higher levels. That is a bullish case scenario. What is the bearish case scenario? Well, there's obviously the bearish case scenario of, this has potentially been one wave up already right over here, because there are micro counts as well on 5 waves here to the upside, meaning that this has been 1 wave up, 2, 3 right there, and the 4th wave being all the way here. And of course, the 5th wave not managing, getting above the 3rd wave, but not being a successful breakout. This happens a lot as well. 5th waves can be massive, or they can be very, very small, just topping out at the, above the 3rd wave. It's definitely a possibility. The reason why the 1st wave is here, guys, because this is an ABC flat corrective move, right? And, you're kind of overlapping. It would still be very much, you could still count it as you're not really overlapping here on the 4th wave. You could still count it like this. But this is a bit of a complex corrective move. It's just been straight down here and then movement up. And it does have 5 micro waves here on the lower time frame. So what makes more sense that this has been an ABC flat for me. This is how I'm counting it anyway. Whether it's right or wrong. It's definitely an acceptable count. So this is why there's many different options. Now this option is, we have 2 bearish options here inside of this corrective move. Now, no doubt that this has been very aggressive move down with high volume. Okay, so it could be the 1 wave, right? The A wave from a corrective move. The question is right now, the B wave, right? This is why it's very difficult to spot a B corrective wave because, it could top out here. It could be a flat. It could actually get above the 5th wave and then come down. It's very much a possibility. So, this is why, when you're looking at Elliott wave theory, it doesn't affect much my trading because I need to take decisions internally, right? On the lower time frames, what is happening obviously on the lower time frames to take a look at the levels to take the decisions. And looking at this, I'm very much aware that this could be a lower high at this point, and forming that kind of head and shoulder structure, right? I think we all agree on this, it's definitely a possibility. But the other possibility is actually spiking up to create a new yearly high and create an ABC flat. We need to understand that there is still a lot of liquidity beneath $26,000. Now that doesn't mean that we cannot go up $32,000 first. There is a lot of liquidity, with this spike, whoever's trading based on bubble maps, yes, I know there is a bit of liquidity above $32,000. We could actually catch that liquidity first. But if you are, trading based on liquidity here, you might think, okay, we've claimed all of this liquidity above $30,000. You can see here all the stops basically, right? All of this green has been, fetched. And right now, we're just going into a non-liquidity zone. So we're pumping into this no liquidity. The liquidity is above $31,000. So you might think, hey, why aren't we going back down to 26K? There's a lot of liquidity. There's no reason. They might want to pump it to $32,000 first and then come down. So there's no real strategy based on liquidity, right? You could pump first and then go to get the liquidity. So we could not take that into consideration for our trading decisions, right? This is why I don't really use it. But this could be an option. ABC flat. It could definitely be an option. And this would be a classic move as in, hey, we're breaking support level and it might just consolidate here at $22,000 and then start moving up. Or you have a massive capitulation and you actually reach $19,000. But overall, that is definitely a possibility. This would be the kind of the bearish scenario, right? It's slightly bullish in the short term and then bearish. And then, that is one case scenario. And then there's this one where we are potentially going to top out here at $31,000 range and then coming down, which would be just a classic ABC, right? 3-wave structure. What happens if this one happens? This is going to be a point where it's going to be very interesting to see, the opinion of the people. This is the kind of point where people are going to be massively bullish. We are creating a new yearly high. That is it. We're going to $40,000. It's going to be one of those points that it's going to be very interesting to check Twitter out and check other YouTubers to see what do they think about this breakout and a new yearly high. Because I can tell you already, this could be a massive ABC flat, and it can actually be a classic distribution as you are creating 3 peaks. On a distribution schematic, you create 3 peaks, okay? Let me just quickly share with you right over here. So it's going to be a crucial moment for Bitcoin. It will be a crucial moment for Bitcoin as we create that new yearly high. This happened in 2021. We had a classic distribution peaking out at $69,000. Let's leave it as an option, guys. I would be very, very cautious to see the price action there. Obviously, it won't be easy to get into shorts because after breaking a high, you do create significant wicks. So no shorting at the breakout, basically waiting for those good rejections, just like the one we had at 30,400. But it's definitely an option, right? And this would be, basically forming here this ABC flat move. And obviously this ABC flat move, it can be an extended flat with a C move coming well below, $22,000, $23,000. It's just very, very, very possible as well. So it's an option, guys. It's definitely something that we need to consider. And we'll be analyzing that scenario if we do manage to create a new yearly high, right? We'll be talking about it. We'll be analyzing the situation and checking the reaction. Of course, if there is a massive blast off of this, yearly high and we go to $38,000 in a matter of a few days, then obviously that will not be an option. We need to reject, we need to consolidate. If we do reject and consolidate, then it's time to pull out this chart over here. Guys, stay cautious. This is, creating too much of a choppy action above the yearly high. It's not looking too powerful. That is when we can possibly step in with good risk management and analyze this situation very carefully, because this could bring the price back down below $25,000. Okay, so we're just gonna have to see how the price reacts at that level, guys. Nothing else, because that, we could smash through the level. I'm not saying it's happening. We've got several options. We just need to see how the price reacts, because obviously if we smash through the level, where there's no limit shorts going to be here on my side anyway, I ain't putting some limit shorts at this level. Just speculating on this is going to happen. I will wait for the price action to hit the highs, and then we're going to check together. Guys, this is looking very choppy, and the possibility in a distribution is just very, very possible, right? So it's going to be very funny. It's going to be very, very exciting to see that moment if it is going to happen, creating a new yearly high. Of course, maybe we're going to top out from this point and then start correcting, and this is just going to be a classic three wave, with a lower high, and then that is just basically not going to happen. But it's something that needs to be talked about, right? We need to talk about that. Andy, are you longing from here? No. Let's talk about the trade that I got in today. It was just one trade. I mentioned it in the Legends live stream today, and it was only one short scalp trade. So anyway, those are the other different options, guys, on the higher time frame. Hopefully you've enjoyed, the possibility of those different options. But I would don't feel happy and long in here. There was a short trade today mentioned in the Legends at this point. I didn't get in because I'm with meetings and I'm preparing the live stream, but this was definitely a shorting level, and I explained why this could be a shorting level. What level? This one right over here. Why was this a shorting level? Well, I explained already. It's based on the volume as well. When we do have this massive volume to the upside, it could indicate a local top. When you have such a large amount of volume at the very end of a massive uptrend, this ain't bullish. This could be very much bearish, right? So we're getting that sharp corrective move at the moment, and maybe this was it, guys. Maybe we're going to crash down to much lower levels. But let me just explain here, of course, on, this is stuff, this is analysis. These are things that are talked about in the Legends community. And let me just quickly see if I can find that level here that I talked about on the on that corrective move, okay? Because it needs to be talked about. It needs to be talked about because we share levels here. We share scenarios. Even though if we did miss the pump, let's see if I find it somewhere here. Obviously, I want to share with you. There it is. This is the scenario that was mentioned just a couple of hours ago on the stream. On a video update, explaining why this level over here could be a back test and could be a level where the price can reject and it is an acceptable short. It was mentioned just 2 hours ago, right? Or even less. It's basically this price action over here. Claim that high at $30,040 because this could be a rejection point. If you hit the level and you get beneath the level, you can trigger a short with your stop loss at the highs. Of course, these drawings can be different, but you know the theory is simple. The theory is if you back test the level and you unsuccessfully break above it and you get beneath that level over here, you are looking for a potential short at $30,000, right? $30,040, $30,030 approximately. This is exactly the level that has been respected here. It's this price action right over here. So, you know, just so you can see the education that we talk about here in the trading decisions, right? Yes, of course I am wrong many times, and this is why we have stop losses, but there was also a short position mentioned here on the stream, right? Because we do streams as well. I did a live stream here a few hours ago. And on the stream, I talked about a good level to take a short decision. What level was that? I mean, we need to talk about the education. We need to talk about what's going on here in the, backstage, right? In the Legends community, because you might think that YouTube is the only thing that, I talk about on trading scenarios, and if you take a look at yesterday's YouTube video, I was completely wrong about this, guys. I was looking for this point to be a topping range, okay? And this range over here, right, from this drop here, and looking for this level to be resistance and start dropping down. It's completely wrong. I got into a short position at this point and got stopped out with this move. Okay, so I did short here. I did short, but what I shorted was this spike over here. We created an internal SFP level right there, and I shorted the market. It was looking pretty good, but then I got a protected position and got stopped out. This was late last night yesterday, so I stopped out and didn't continue trading. Then this is what happened during this morning, basically. So I did attempt the short. However, I got stopped out at break even. I get in at the highest level possible. I am patient to see the rejections from those levels. So let's go right away with the scalping scenario that I talked about as well on the Legends community. And it's a scalp, okay? Don't get confused that it's a short position, but it's in and out. Basically from the pivot high of this wick to the pivot low of the drop, we have the 7/8 Fibonacci, right? Which is this pink horizontal line, right? And it's funny because we were trading well below that level. We were trading at this zone, and I was talking about longing scalps opportunities as well. But overall, I said, I'm only interested in having a quick short scalp at this level. And we were trading a few $100s beneath that level. And so I'm waiting patiently for that level. I know that $30,000 is going to be hit very likely. So I'm just going to be waiting patiently. So the 7/8 Fibonacci is just slightly beneath the $30,000. It's this pink, right? Pinky, red horizontal line over here, as you can see. I'm going to zoom in on the chart, guys, because this was mentioned on the live stream. And we need to talk about what's going on in the Legends as well, not only on YouTube. And obviously you can see the education here. This is what is most importantly. I hope some of you guys managed to get into that short in the Legends at least, because it was basically the level mentioned. It was the short mentioned right there at $30,000. If you had a chance to get into a short after this high volume spike, which is a reversal sign, some people might think, hey, this was high volume at the end. Isn't this bullish? Doesn't this mean that there's a lot of buying pressure and we're going, we have high volume spikes at a very end of a trend a lot of the times, guys. So, yeah, so it was a shorting level, no doubt. It already dropped $500, so you probably made bank if you shorted from that level. Anyway, I missed it, but it doesn't matter. I was happy with my baby short scalp. And let's go back here through that 7/8 Fibonacci. The 7/8 Fibonacci is this pinky red horizontal line. This was the moment that we hit the level and we rejected from it, okay? It was just a scalp of $100, $120 all the way down to this support level. And I'm not going to go through the live, but it was very much, I mean, let's see if I can upload it here. It doesn't matter. I don't need to prove you that I've talked about the level. It's something that we talked about, right, on the live stream. And then obviously this happened. This was a quick short scalp. You know, you're taking profit at the support level. I make the people understand that we are in an uptrend still. And obviously longing is an option. This was a longing option as well. So if you're shorting this scalp, you're taking profits and you decide here if you want to get into a long. I didn't like very much this long position because I thought this base was not much of a resistance zone because there was no volume basically. The volume is much lower. And I thought, you know, we could get that bounce here. It's an option. You just manage risk with your stop loss at the last high or low. If you want to attempt that long to test the highs, it's an acceptable long trade, and you're basically going with the trend, so you have high probability on that playing out. So you get that move to the upside. We'll go through the price action now, guys. We're just explaining. This is an educational channel as well. We talk about education. You know, why is this a short? And you know, how did you anticipate this short? Well, it's looking at, you know, simple Fibonacci, 7/8 Fibonacci, and also it was just as we were hitting the highs on the Coinbase chart. So it's $30,000, and it was a perfect swing failure pattern on the Coinbase chart. So it was just as we were tapping that level, it was you know, we're tapping the level on Coinbase, and we're likely to get a little bit of a pullback. So it's, you know, you're adding Fibonacci, you're adding that this is just, you know, tapping the high, and you're likely going to get at least a quick little rejection move. And it's an in and out, in and out. And that's the only trade that I did make today. So, oh my goodness, you know, this is just, I love technical analysis. I love the ranges. You know, I couldn't care less of missing out on this pump because I got into a great scalp and I provided a great trade just before the stream on the Legends community. And it's, you know, based on this level, obviously we could have gone a bit higher, you know, but the plan was back testing this level and rejecting from it. That is the plan. You can get into a short position here and put your stop loss here. That is it. That's the only thing that you need to do. You got an acceptable trade setup. Obviously this is going well much more than expected, but I talked about this as definitely a reversal point. You know, when you have these high volume spikes, they are reversal signs. They are a sign of a reversal, not for continuation. And we can zoom out on the chart, like I explained also with the Legends. You know, when you have these high volume spikes on the 1 hourly, on the 15 minute, you know, let's just look for one right over here. Where is the highest volume spike here, looking at this price action in September? It's here. Where is this? Right there. Does this mean that it's going to continue down? No, it means that it could actually reverse. So high volume spikes, when you have been trending down for quite some time, don't trust them, guys. Don't trust a high volume spike when you've been trending down for a long time, because it could be a reversal pivot. And that is what I explained in the Legends. I said, you know, this is a reversal sign. When you have these high volume spikes after trending up, they are levels for a reversal. So this is basically what happened. And this is a lower time frame spike, right? It's the highest spike that we've had here during the last few days. And we've been trending up already for a few days. This ain't a bullish continuation volume. This is we are topping out. And this is why I provided that possible shorting opportunity, where I'm explaining how you can execute this, guys. How can you execute? You're basically creating a swing failure pattern on the lower time frames here from the 1 minute. You have this high volume node and you reject from it, creating a swing failure pattern. What happens here is that you back test that level and you reject from it, and that is a potential short scenario. And it's basically just a video that I provided here just a few hours ago, where you're looking for that rejection. As you reject from this pivot high, you have a short trigger and a stop loss. You shorted there, you're making absolute bank with this movement down. And you can actually hold this, because this could turn into a swing short position. But obviously, we want to take profits as we go down, right? I think that is it for this live stream. Pure education, pure explanation on how we read the charts here. And yeah, guys, smash up the like button if you've enjoyed that explanation. Hopefully, someone from the legends has managed to get into that short scenario. Level to level. I mean, these are the levels. I love scalping. I love day trading because it's level to level. It's just and thanks to MEXC, I can scalp much more now because I can be very defensive, and the fees are very low. I'm happy. I'm super happy. It hasn't been a massive week. Nevertheless, it has been a green week overall. Let's go. I'm not opening new positions until New York open. Right, let's analyze the situation here on Bitcoin. We are getting a bit of a reaction. We want to know why are we getting a bit of a reaction here. Let's get this Fibonacci out of the way. There's not much of a level here. We can take a look at Fibonacci from the start of this pump. Yeah, from this low to the high. Oh, we're hitting 618. So yeah, if you take a look at the lowest point here from this consolidation to the high, 618 is the one that's getting a reaction. Very, very cool. Very cool to see Fibonacci getting respected. And this is, you might think, where can I take Fibonacci from? This low, this low. Well, basically from a pump that's happened, right? Just an education on Fibonacci. From a pump that's happened, you take a look at the swing high. And then from the consolidation, before you break the high, you look at the swing low, which is this one, right? That's where you would get your fib level. And then obviously to the high of the pump. And as you're retracing, you know that 618 is the most respected one. You are actually getting a reaction from the 61865 and getting a bit of a bounce. Right, let's take a look at the comment section, guys. But oh my goodness, today's analysis was absolutely spot on, guys. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed today's analysis. I did not manage to get into this epic short because obviously I'm doing YouTube as well, and I'm doing many other things, at the same time. But I just sat concentrated just to take this quick little short scalp, okay, of $150. It was not even that. High leverage, quick little scalp, recognizing the situation here at the 7/8 Fibonacci. $30,000, nice round psychological number, right? Very hard resistance or support, right? If you're above it, I'm just taking the decision. I'm happy with the gains today, and I'm happy for anybody in the legends that did manage to catch this short position that was provided an hour in advance. Not an hour, but yeah, about 30 minutes. Look at that. I mean, how can, shorter time frames is my game, guys. Higher time frames, I'm absolutely crap. I talked about, the level reversing at $29,000. We absolutely ripped it. So very bad analysis on higher time frames. But you give me a 1 minute, 5 minute chart, and we're going to talk about trading. We're going to talk about levels because we're going to rip it, guys. And especially having the risk management, guys. There's nothing more valuable than risk management. And I want to share the risk management. Some traders out there are worried about strategies not happening, not working anymore in 5 years, right? Trading, the most valuable thing in trading that will never change is your risk management. It's the most valuable thing. Your risk management. Charts can be charts. It doesn't matter. Your risk management is the top thing, guys. Always make sure to remember that every single day of your trading life. Let's continue with the comment section. What is the poll saying with us? Right away, we have, will Bitcoin create a new yearly high? Out of almost 500 votes, 52% of people say yes. 48% of people are saying no. So we got some slightly more bullish people here in the comment section. Stay calm, guys. Stay calm. Maybe yes, we're going to create a yearly high. Maybe no. I am going to be the one that says no. I have just voted. I think no. I also think no. Could I be wrong? Absolutely. I'm wrong many times. There's so many different scenarios here, looking at either the bearish case scenario on higher time frame or the bullish case scenario, which would be this, you know, ABC flat that's already happened. There's too many scenarios here on, you know, if it's bullish or bearish. Let's continue with the comment section, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed a bit of the educational content here, you know, explaining as well the reason why we're bouncing from this level. Where's the level that we could reject? I mean, we've had some significant volume here down. We no doubt that we're still trending up here. So, you know, a long option right there was there. And let me just take a look at the lower time frames and just see where we exactly bounced. One of the highest volume nodes here, yeah, you could arguably discuss it was also helping to have support, right? 3 minute, 5 minute chart, you got these candlesticks right over here with significant volume. One of the middle ones right there is the one that's providing that support as well. Quick little bounce. I would take it as a scalp, guys. You know, this could be the end of the uptrend. We have been trending up very nicely for the last few days. This could be the end. You know, this is the kind of point where people are surprised seeing Bitcoin doing this. And this happens a lot. This happens a lot. You basically lose an uptrend from a few days in a matter of hours. So don't be surprised that that could happen. Guys, let's analyze right away. I'm not sure what exchanges you are using for trading, guys, but if you want to trade in one of them that are having extremely low fees that I'm absolutely loving, guys, for scalping, you know the deal. It is MEXC, guys. I'm not sure. You probably already signed up for it, but MEXC has a great bonus here for the community, for the Bitcoinsensus community. $20,000 worth of bonus, depending on what you deposit. But, you know, if you do deposit a large amount and you move a little bit of volume and you are trading, they will provide you with $20,000. Okay. You know, if you are looking to, you know, deposit a smaller amount, you got $300, $500. The fees are great, guys. I've been using it for the last 2 weeks. For the moment, I'm absolutely loving it. As soon as I can trade on Bybit, I will be trading on Bybit more for day trades. But I think I will be keeping MEXC for scalping, no doubt. Check out the links down below, guys. You got a great bonus. It's another way to support the channel, of course, but it's another way for you to trade on the best, you know, centralized exchanges that there are out there. Bybit and MEXC, great bonuses down below, guys, in the description. The ones that I am using at right now, not Bybit, unfortunately, but we'll be using it very soon. So, yeah, bearish retest. What is going on? What is going on? I missed this short position. It's because of you guys. The reason why I did not manage to get into this short is because I was getting a banging live stream ready for you guys. Now this movement has happened, so why, you know, why say, oh, I missed the short position and start crying? It doesn't matter. We are traders. Let's look for the next opportunity. This is how you need to have your, you know, your mind. Your mind needs to be focused on what is next. Never mind what has happened. Who cares on what has happened? What is going to happen, or what is potentially going to happen, is what we want to know. And this does not look great, guys. I mean, I would not want to. I mean, the 618 is getting a reaction. The 618 is no doubt getting a reaction from this next impulsive move that we've had. It is getting a reaction. I would be defensive. I would attempt a long position at the lowest level possible and be defensive. But it definitely can hold and get a significant bounce. A level that has been respected here is the $29,800. So, you know, even though if I would have longed here at the lowest level possible, a take profit zone would be the 29,800 range. Of course, if you wick down from this point and you fail to move beneath the 618 again, it could be an internal double bottom. Okay, it could be a local swing failure pattern, right? And you're holding the 618. It could definitely happen. So This is something that you would have to be patient for. You know, how is this low going to be retested? If we don't get a significant bounce from this level, and suddenly we start moving down here, bang, if you lose that level and you claim it, you got a possible internal double bottom, right? So that's definitely a possibility. It's the 618 from this pump. Starting from the low of the consolidation, this is where the pump starts, from the lowest point of the consolidation to the high, and that is where we are reacting, 61865. So, you know, if you didn't long here at the lowest level possible and be defensive, there is an option that you could get stopped out at break even. And then if you do get back above the low successfully, you got a possible long opportunity. And the risk management is what counts here. You know, this tightest stop loss that you could have, only if you recover. So this could slice through the level right now. No long to be taken. You hit the level and you recover, you got a really nice stop loss right there. Not hit the low yet. And you could target, at least, you know, you could target the highs. It's slicing through. Yeah. There's a bit of a long wick right now, so there's just no long to be taken here, to be honest. So that's it, you know. Basically, this is how you analyze it, right? As you're slicing through the level, I mean, if it recovers right now from it, it would be a little bit of a too much of a wick, to be honest, to manage risk. It's a little bit too much of a level right now of a stop loss. It would have been nice just a small little tap and get above it, and then you have the attempt. But longing right now, the stop loss is not looking great, even though it might play out. For me, it's not worth. Yeah, it's not kind of worth it. You could be targeting the $28,000 range though. Yeah, I'm personally not long in it. We're beneath the 618 quite a lot with this move. I would have liked a smaller move, to be honest, to take this long. The move is quite aggressive and quite impulsive with a high volume. So, yeah, I'm personally not interested in that long. It would have to be a touch. 3 minute 200 MA bounce. 302 MA bounce. Don't use EMAs. MAs. Check TRB on Solana. Check TRB and Solana, please. Salam. Let's take a look at TRB. What's TRB doing? TRB is absolutely ripping it again. It's just wicking and wicking the highs. TRB is looking very explosive. Could it be a swing failure pattern? I mean, this is very much ripping, you know. Yeah, you could reject. I mean, this one did turn out quite successful from this pivot high. That was a fast move. Up and down. You got a pretty decent corrective move bouncing out of this resistance zone. You have an attempt here. It would have to start to correct very aggressively. But yeah, I mean, you basically already created a swing failure pattern here. You know, swing failure pattern from this high, you know, a second attempt right there is just, I'm not liking it too much, to be honest. It is testing the high now, so there is a chance of a rejection, no doubt, from this pivot. You know, you had a beautiful rejection from here. Right there, wick above, you're beneath the level, you start a corrective move. Will it manage to do the same? It's basically liquidity grabs before correcting. You get people shorting, you know, or either shorting and not taking profits at support levels, and then whoop, back to the market makers. So, you know, it's a liquidation event, no doubt. So it's possible for a short scalp. You know, the retracement can happen there, no doubt. Bitcoin. What's happened to Bitcoin? What a shorting level. Oh my goodness. That was the swing short high. That was a possible swing short position. Legends, oh my goodness. Please, somebody in the legends, I want to go through money shots and I want to go through who took this short position right away. Because, yeah, I mean, there are videos, there are educational videos and explaining on how we can manage risk very well. But my goodness, hopefully that retest of this level for the short position, I hope that somebody might have taken that short position. Hopefully. It's the only trade scenario that I shared here before the live stream. Looking for that movement up and then rejecting from this $30,000 high as a back test. High volume. This is a clear sign of potentially reversing. You want to start thinking shorts now as you've had this high volume spike. That analysis is this level over here. And the scenario is simple. The scenario is, you know, the risk management is simple. You hit the level, you reject from it, you short, and you place your stop loss behind the wick. You know, the risk management is the best in these cases because you wait for the rejection, right? Price action is above that level. I'm not interested in taking the short. You know, the reason why we hit the level and we reject from it is then where you take the decision. I do not move against the price. I move with the price. So rejecting is a green light, basically. Bitcoin. We are giving back all of the major run up that we've had, guys. I'm sorry, it is game over. Bitcoin is ripping. If you want to join the Legends community, guys, to know, you know, my analysis, my decisions, especially on the lower time frames, this is where I specialize more, not on the higher time frames. As you can see from my yesterday's video update, it was a big fat nothing burger, completely wrong. You know, you might think, you know, this guy's absolutely nuts. He's talking about shorting the level and Bitcoin's absolutely ripping. You know, this guy has no idea. Well, I like to think that on lower time frames, I am a little bit better than on higher time frame levels. Okay, so, you know, you can ask the Legends community. I think a lot of the people are very happy there. You have the link down below in the description. It's the third link. Okay, Legends trading community on Discord, where I do post the updates. I share, you know, the setups that I do see on the chart, guys. You know, it's just if this video gets over 1,000 likes, we are giving a Trezor hardware wallet, guys. Have you got one? Do you want another one? This is your chance, but we need to get to over 1,000 likes. Hopefully by tomorrow we will have 1,000 likes, guys. And you need a comment down below after this stream, right? Once the stream is finished, leave a comment. Let's see if we get to 1,000 likes, guys. I'm going to pick a random comment. I feel kind, and I want one of you guys to get a hardware wallet. You know, you also have Ledger. I don't mind sending a Ledger, but I think people after all the Ledger fiasco would prefer a Trezor. It's going to be an interesting weekend. Andy is the best. Thank you very much, Philip. I'm not the best. Very far from being the best. But I can tell you that my risk management is very, very good. I can say that my risk management is very good. Because I probably won't make insane profits, but I won't lose insane capital. That is for certain. Did you capture the short? No, I did not. I did not. I was. It was a scenario. I had to get things ready. I got into one short scalp today. I'm happy with that. It doesn't matter, guys. It doesn't matter. You know, I'm not worried about my trading. There's always trades every single minute, every single hour. You know, maybe it's harder to find opportunities sometimes, but there's opportunities all the time. You know, trading is, it doesn't matter. You know, like I said, I don't mind missing this short. I'm more worried about people in the Legends community. You know, did you manage to realize, you know, this scenario, this setup? It doesn't matter if I didn't take it. I'll take another trade whenever. I'm more worried about the legends, you know, understanding the education and understanding how you know, the scenarios that we talk about sometimes cannot be respected, but this is why we manage our risk very well, which is the most important thing. You know, overall, if you did take this short, you know, and then at the end of the day, the price pumps from this level, you get stopped out. It doesn't matter. It's a minor loss. So anti-scalping on Binance is horrible. I got charged like $300 US tether for 2 scalps. Yes, this is why you want to try MEXC. I know scalping on other exchanges can be very horrible. I stopped scalping on other exchanges because the fees were crazy. And I am a defensive trader. I like to place stop losses very close to my entry, as close to break even, or, you know, at a significant level where I know it's an invalidation point. You want to test out MEXC because the community are talking about it. You know, they're loving it. You know, and I'm loving it. And MEXC is definitely a great option. There's no KYC required, so you know, hey, it's up to you if you want to try it. Okay, there is a great bonus down below. It supports the channel. But I know scalping can be horrible in fees. You know, I got someone here, I got 2 scalps, you know, and they're paid $300 worth of fee. I can already tell you would have paid much less on MEXC. Let's leave it that way. You know, it's proven. I've been trading on it here for scalps for the last 2 weeks, and I'm absolutely loving it. I would have paid hundreds of dollars worth of fees on other exchanges. Okay, I'm not going to say any names, but yeah, I would have paid much more on other exchanges such as Binance or any other one. They are the lowest ones in fees, guys. Test it out and let me know, what do you think? You know, you got $20,000 worth of bonus. It's the lowest fees out there, guys. Of course, you know, there's some other exchanges that are also very good, but you want to try and use them more for day trading or for swing trading potentially. But if you want to scalp, yeah, you got the option right over here. MEXC, guys. You got a great bonus down below with a link in the description. Check it out, guys. I'm absolutely loving it. The interface is very similar to the other ones. It's very easy to use. And oh my goodness, the fees are, they're absolutely, you know, I could go for dinner, you know, Friday, Saturday and Sunday with what I'm saving based on fees. No joke. No joke. This is real. And you know, you got the community as well, and the legend saying, you know, it's absolutely wonderful. You know, this is what we needed, right? For all of those scalpers out there that we do get stopped out. You know, a scalper gets stopped out many times, break even or a small loss. And sometimes fees can be 20% or 30% of your position, right? So if you're getting into a, you know, $1,000 move and you get stopped out and you're paying $200 worth of fees, it's like, hey, you know, hey, what's going on? No. I did not lose. You know, I got stopped out at break even or at a minor profit, and I'm getting ripped off. You have the solution, guys. It is down below. Cannot stress this enough. Test it for yourself and then get back to me, right? Thank me later, like Mark Dutch would say. Thank me later. Great analysis with we'll try MEXC. Nitin, yeah. Test it out. You know, it doesn't take anything. You know, small deposit, you know, test it out. If you don't like it, then move on. But I can already tell you, it works really good. And the fees will surprise you. You will be happy trading there. Obviously, there's great options as well. Bybit, I will be still using Bybit once I can. But I will be doing more day trade, right? More like range trading as a day trade, but not scalp in and out, you know, in minutes. I will do that on MEXC, but Bybit, I will definitely continue doing day trade. I've been using Bybit for over 4 years, and it's been working fine always. Great support, and I will still be using Bybit, but more for day trades and swing trade setups. You also get a great bonus on Bybit, guys. $30,000. They got a higher bonus actually, deposit bonus. Of course, you need a significant deposit on Bybit. You know, still be using. Once I can use Bybit, I'll be continuing using Bybit, guys, no doubt. But yeah, if you are a scalper, check MEXC out, guys. You're gonna be surprised. You know, you can save hundreds of dollars, you know, or thousands depending on your position size every single week. MEXC is the best, says Aditya. Oop, there we go. We're getting some shilling exchanges. Shilling some exchanges here down below in the description. Somebody shilling MEXC that it is the best. You're gonna love it, says Mimi. I don't leverage trade. It's for noobs, says Crypto King. Ooh, it seems like we have an unsuccessful leverage trader in the comment section. Yeah, this is a classic comment from people that are unsuccessful trading. You know, It's for noobs. Absolutely not. If you can learn how to leverage trade, it's the best job that there is in the entire world. You just need to know how to. We'll just buy and hodl, right, and wait for Bitcoin to get to 100k. Well, good luck with that, right? You can trade responsibly. I can teach you how to do so. There is a masterclass down below in the description as well, where I show you with the videos on how to manage risk and how to look for these setups, like this setup right over here. You know, I talk about the stop loss and how to enter this trade. And it's the only setup that I did see available here. And it's recognizing also with the analysis. Don't say it's for noobs. Come on, you know. No. If you say that, it's because you are not a successful trader. It's because you've been losing money. Don't say that. Trading with leverage is for noobs. Come on. I am also an investor. Well, your leverage trades provide liquidity, so all good. Yes, sir. Andy, can you educate me about setting good take profits for this short? Okay. This could definitely turn into a swing short position, but there's no doubt that you would want to take profits, okay, at support levels. You are testing this level over here. I mean, oh my goodness, 29,400 just tested. It's an old daily level. It's a level that has provided resistance. Any support is a take profit zone. I have no idea if this level is going to get a significant bounce and potentially try and break and go to the highs again. So lock profits, 20%, 30%, 40%. You get a leg down, yeah, lock some more profits. It can be a swing trade, no doubt. If you want to leave a small position open of 20%, then yeah, do so. Because this could be the topping point. This could be the moment that you are actually going to create a lower high. You have tested the highs on Coinbase already. The highs on Coinbase I've tested. This is a swing failure pattern. It could be that you are going to start correcting down here in the coming days. It could be. You have the signs on the chart. It has created a swing failure pattern. Of course, I would not short right now. I would have shorted at $30,000 with the analysis provided, for example, here, talking about the technical levels on the lower time frames. That is where you want to short. You don't want to short now. Don't rush into if this starts breaking down now in the coming days and going to 28K and 27K, it doesn't matter. I'm definitely not a level where to short right now. It would actually be a long in level actually, because you are trending here to the upside. You are sitting at support. This wave resistance is acting as support. Of course, it could be a quick little bounce and then come back down. But overall, let me just see here. We do have I was trying to look at a volume strategy here, but not liking it too much because of this price action over here. You got a significant high volume node right there, so it's not looking too great. It looks like it could recover a little bit more, but no doubt that this is a bit of resistance. It's an attempt for a small little scalp potentially, at least down to the 618. So you could get a little bit of a move down here, just based on the volume strategy, but it's not much volume here actually, to be honest. It's not great. I don't like it. I don't like it that much. We had a great volume strategy here this morning, which was basically right over here, and the volume strategy is based on high volume nodes, spikes, right, where you do break the resistance high and you do manage to bounce from it, right? So you do get that high volume spike here, you retrace, you break it with high volume, and then you retrace and bounce from the highs, right? So the same here to the downside. You also have that, you know, that strategy that does happen. However, what is disturbing about this one is, you know, there's not the highest volume node is all the way up here. So there's not really much of high volume there. It's still a proven support level. It's still a proven support level, but it's just not enough. I want to see high volume spike at that level. It did happen very, very quick here. If you do count the wicks, when you had this breakdown, it did happen right there quickly, you know, up and down. But then the volume is decreasing. You got high volume on this movement up. It's not the highest probability one, to be honest. But just so you get the theory, right? Support, high volume. I mean, the highest volume is all the way up here. It's not down here, unfortunately. So it's very low volume at the lows. But you get the bounce. You break right there with, yeah, significant volume. Then you get this disturbing volume, which is, you know, and on higher time frames, you need to realize where you're at as well. So when we zoom out, when we do zoom out, you know, we've had a pretty decent corrective move already. You know, we have dropped from $30,000 all the way down to $29,400. So it's had a $600 move to the downside already. You're actually bouncing at a resistance level already. You're getting a little bit of volume kicking in here. So it's like, you know, yeah, you're kind of aware of the bounce here at this zone. But it's... the problem here is your stop loss as well. The problem here is your stop loss. The problem here is your stop loss, because you could get a bit of more volatility to the upside. I don't personally like this one. Reason being is because of this high volume spike on the middle, and also because of not having enough volume here at this base. If this spike of red volume, which is here, would have been down here, then I would have said, wow, this is a big wall, guys. You know, this is a big wall. You know, it's likely to get rejected and highly probable go to the 618 at least from this pump. So just so you get the deal, right? But if I don't like it, I have to have a perfect trade, guys. If not, I won't enter. And the problem here for me is the stop loss. But I would be targeting the kind of the 618 kind of thing. But the problem here is stop loss. I think enough would be behind these candles from the start of the drop, right? Of this red candle. That would be kind of the stop loss level. But yeah, anyway, don't like it because of the reason that I explained. You got a nice little, you know, spike right there hitting a support level, and there's no volume at this base. So it's like, I would prefer missing, right? If it does hit that 618 or even the lows, then it is what it is. I prefer looking for another opportunity. But just so you can realize, you know, there are opportunities every single hour, right? Every single hour there is an opportunity. So, you know, I do realize that this is not the best one. Even though it happens or not, I don't really matter. It's just not high probability. I would have to have this high volume node all the way down here. It's not enough. This could actually do this. Yeah, it's not the best one. Got a bit of green volume here kicking in at the lows, which is an old daily level that has been providing resistance. Look at this level of resistance, how it just tapped that level. It's also an acceptable long, sorry. The way you could long this level, it would have been as soon as you get beneath the level and you get above the level, you got your trigger point and your stop loss. Right? So that's how you would trade these kind of moves. Because a lot of people get confused as, where do I enter? Where do I put my stop loss? wait for the level to be hit, then wait for it to get rejected. Then you have your entry and then you have your stop loss, right? It's just, that's it. That's on basically when we test strong levels. And for example, this high over here, right? These highs over here with the daily. You don't need to enter the long as you're breaking through it. No, you don't do that. This is a big no. You don't enter the trade as you're getting beneath the level. You enter the long as you see the recovery, so you can manage your risk very well with your stop, right? It has to make sense, guys. It's the only way. Same thing here. This is the one that I provided in the Legends community. You know, obviously we were looking at a take profit at the higher low support. This was a take profit 1, but obviously you could protect position and leave the position open, and then you got this move down where you're making more profits. So yeah, that's basically a really nice trade. I missed out. It would have been a nice trade to get into. You know, every trade, the trades that I explain are trades that I do see available, that I would enter, right? Even though if I don't enter because of whatever reason, then obviously I would not talk about them, right? Mark Dutch, my man, I think you're right. Who's right? Itzimeki. Who's Itzimenk? This is not King Bro. Andy, how's Bitcoin dominance looking? Let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance right away. Take a look at Bitcoin dominance. One of my strongest moderators, Mark Dutch. Here he is, if not the strongest. Let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance and turn that music. Get those Friday vibes in, guys. Are you enjoying this live stream, this educational content? Who's going out tonight? Or who's staying home? I'm going camping tonight, guys. If you want to know anything, I might do a personal video, right? In, you know, camping. Why not? On YouTube. Post it. A bit of enjoying life and nature, right? Let's turn the music down. Let's not get too excited. Wow, this is, you know, the BTC dominance is getting at a very interesting level here. It either double tops or it either smashes through and does not allow an altcoin season. Now, there could still be an altcoin season if we smash through this resistance on the Bitcoin dominance. If there is going to be fresh liquidity entering the market, right? Bitcoin dominance doesn't, obviously it gives you less probability if the Bitcoin dominance is going up, because basically it means that more of the altcoins, right, liquidity is going into Bitcoin, right? That meaning that people are selling, right, their altcoins to stack more Bitcoin, right? That is the Bitcoin dominance is basically that, right? So right now the entire crypto dominance, right, the entire liquidity market cap, okay, of crypto, right, all of the cash, right, that is in crypto, 52% of that cash is in Bitcoin, right? 52%. So if we were to go to 58% in a few weeks, that means obviously there's more cash, right, from the entire crypto space, meaning that more from altcoins are going into Bitcoin, and that means that likely the altcoins are going to see a little bit of a drop because people are kind of selling their crypto to get Bitcoin, right? Switching their altcoins for Bitcoin. That is the theory, right, based on of this chart. However, if we were in a bull run, Bitcoin dominance can go up and altcoins can go up. That means that fresh liquidity is coming from, you know, from out of the crypto space, right? So Bitcoin dominance looks pretty bullish, guys. It does look pretty bullish, especially if we do break out from this resistance high. It looks like we're having a few attempts here, and it looks like that we're going to follow through in the next coming weeks. I think this is going to bring, we are at the last rally in the Bitcoin dominance. We are at the final phase for possible cheap altcoins, guys. And of course, this is not looking at next week or 2 weeks. This could be like 3, 4, 5 months, on average, we could be at the final stage of accumulation where the prices of cryptocurrencies can drop drastically, and panic moment can happen in the next coming months at some point. I don't know, maybe not. But if it does happen, it will be like the last final, opportunity, in my opinion, right? I am stacking up, guys. If we were to get into that bull run in the next coming years, the gains will be life changing. So you want to take advantage of that. Don't be scared of being in the red. I'm in the red on many altcoins. I got wrecked on Sora Network, but I'm still buying. How funny is that, right? You're buying and it's dropping and you're losing money and you're buying more? Hang on a second. You out of your mind? You out of your mind? I used to do that back in 2018 and 2019 and 2020. It was a buying and losing. I'm buying and losing and buying and losing, buying, and it keeps dipping. And then C19 came and I was like, oh, this is the perfect event. I didn't have much liquidity left to buy some more. I did buy, but I would have wished I would have had more because I knew it was the opportunity moment. And then obviously you having 10, 20, 40x, 50x, making huge gains. So this will repeat itself, guys, at some point. So we just have to be patient and buy up some more bags while we having if we do extend the bear market. So Bitcoin, it didn't quite retrace to the 618, or just about. It might do. I didn't like this short, to be honest. I needed this base with high volume, but you get the point, right? You get the volume strategy, scalping strategy. You get the point, right? Smash the likes, absolutely. Smash up that like button, guys, on your way in or on your way out. Support the channel. If this gets over 1,000 likes, guys, I'm giving that Trezor. I'm giving this Trezor to someone, not this one. You want it from the official website, and you want these. You want this. You want the closers to be there, guys. Very important. These shiny closers, they need to be there. The plastic not modified, because someone can actually get in, a hacker, and they can actually hack your crypto. It needs to come from the official website. Whoever wins, I will send them the details from the official website, and they will get a complete new Trezor from the actual website. Okay, be careful. Don't buy a Trezor on Amazon, because you will send your crypto to your Trezor and you wake up the next day and you haven't got any crypto at all. Very important. Always get your hardware wallets from the official website. Chainlink, buy. Chainlink. What's going on with Chainlink? I'm going to buy a bit more Chainlink. It's about time. I think getting another 1,000 Chainlink is definitely an option. 1,000 Chainlink is $7,500. I think it's about time to stack up another 1,000 Chainlink. This is extremely bullish, guys. I am sorry. This is very, very bullish. Whether it does come down beneath $5 again, I'm not sure if we will get that opportunity. But if it does, then I'm definitely buying a few thousand Chainlink. If it does get beneath $5, 100%, I would be happy to do that in a live stream. I will buy it. I will buy some. But I'm not sure if it's going to happen. But this is such an accumulation zone. When you're coming from such a bear market like this, you think this is a bear flag and it's going to go down to zero? No chance. No chance, guys. It's a great level to accumulate, no doubt. Hello, Mocha. How are you doing? I'm hoping the bear market lasts longer. I need more time working a 9 to 5 to bag some cryptos. That is what I was thinking back in 2018 and 2019. I used to be a welder, and I had my 9 to 5 job, more like 8 to 6 job. It was my early days of trading, technical analysis. I was losing money trading. I was, 2019 was that break-even point, right? Where I was actually, starting to break even, right? And then the step to profitable was just after that. I say to the people, hey, if you are at your break-even stage during your trading career, hang on in there, guys. Hang on in there, because you go from a losing trader to a break-even trader to a profitable trader. Those are the steps. So if you are at the break-even stage, guys, hold on in there for a few more months, because you are at that point where you're going to flip, okay, to a profitable trader. Trust me. If you break even for a few months, that means that you're doing something right. You're managing risk very well. So hang on in there, guys. I got Aditya saying that he's at break even at the moment. He's been at break even for quite a long period of time. And I'm saying, hold on in there. Continue what you're doing. You're doing a great job. It's much better. There's much more losing traders than break-even traders out there. So if you get to that break-even stage, hang on in there, guys. Aditya, there you are. Shout out to you. Andy, how much did you earn as a welder? I think it was round about $2K, 2K to 3K. I mean, it depends on how many hours, how many jobs you do, but yeah, it was in between 2K and 3K. The salary was not huge, but this is why I did the transition. Early 2017 is when I started with my trading journey, and 2 years were awful. During 2017 and 2018, it was very bad, very, very bad trader, losing money all the time. But yeah, and then buying crypto in 2018 and 2019, I was buying and hodling, transitioned into trading crypto as well back in 2019, and it was so good. And I was thinking, I wish the bear market is going to be longer, and it was longer and longer. 2020 as well, and we had the C19 crash, and then I had that feeling that this is the bottom, and it was very much the bottom. Those events, right? I already knew about black swan events, crashing points, and I knew that this was very likely going to be the bottom. When the bottom is in, just like when today I knew that this could be the top, right? I said that this could be the top based on this high volume spike, at least short term, at least internally, right? This is why I talked about this short opportunity as a backtest from this level. It actually did not manage to hit 50%, 618, but it did hit 50% Fibonacci. Very well respected as well as the backtest here. So it was like we either hit here or hit here, but your trigger point is losing this backtest, or either hitting the 618 and retracing and shorting from there and managing risk very well. That was also an option. Right, guys, damn, Bybit had to go to MEXC. Who wanted KYC had to use MoonPay. Took 24 hours to set now. I missed my short price at 30K. What a load of messing. How is everyone else adding funds? Yeah, Sin Games, I'm sorry to hear that about Bybit. It is what it is. I think a lot of people can still use Bybit. For me, it's still my favorite, but I just can't use it right now in the immediate short term. I cannot use it. But I will be using it again. MEXC, absolutely loving it. It's a great exchange. It's been here for a few years already, so it seems like according to my research and the research of my team, it's definitely a very legit platform, right? It's not one of those platforms that look very fishy and they're going to run away, right? So yeah, I'm happy to say that MEXC for me is doing very good with this transition that I've had. It's I have to use, I am a trader. I need to trade on a platform, and if I cannot trade on Bybit, I'll have to use another one. So MEXC is the one that I'm using right now. Very happy with it. You do get a great bonus down below, guys, of $20,000. It's a deposit bonus. You also got Bybit. If you can trade on Bybit, this is the one that I've been using since mid 2018. late 2018, you know, just since it started off. You know, I was one of the, I would arguably just say one of the first, you know, first 1,000 traders that were trading on Bybit when it had very low liquidity. You know, BitMEX was the BitMEX, what an exchange, you know, what a horrible exchange. BitMEX, I'm not sure if you guys, if you've been long enough here, BitMEX had a lot of problems with overload trades. You know, when there was volatility in the market and you wanted to place an order, you had a message saying, you know, it's overloaded, you need to wait, right, for the orders to execute, right? And you probably entered an order at $30,000 and then the price moves to 29k and your order gets triggered there. It was just, it was horrible. It had a very the system that it had, it was very out of date, and it was a horrible exchange to trade on. It's still very much available. I'm sure they've done updates on that, but when I used to trade on BitMEX, they had overload issues, and when there was volatility, you could basically not trade. It was like, damn you, BitMEX. You know, what a horrible exchange. But Bybit was one of the first ones that was supporting over 100,000 transactions, trades per second. Sorry, so they definitely started leading very, very fastly. $30,000 guys worth of bonus on Bybit. If you can use it, you have the links down below. Great way to support the channel, great way for you to trade on the best exchanges out there. But MEXI is the one that I'm using right now. If I could use Bybit right now, I would still be using it, but I'll be starting using it very soon. Got a great bonus on MEXI, guys, with the links in the description. Okay, check them out. Based on what? Trading is the opposite of married life. First you win, second you break even, then you tend to lose argument. Absolutely right. There couldn't be a better explanation, Philip. I'm happy you did not try BitMEX. That would have been punching the wall. I'm sure they've changed now. I haven't tested BitMEX since, you know, 2018. But it was horrible. It was horrible. It was very, very bad. They had massive overload. I think they could only, I don't know how many trades per second they could handle, but it wasn't very much. And when you had hundreds of people wanting to trade the same level, you know, you had to wait seconds, even minutes, till your trade got executed. It was craziness. You know, and obviously, you know, this is why other exchanges overtook BitMEX very, very easily. Miss Bybit, it was so easy. Yeah. MEXI is also easy. They're not very complicated exchanges. But short on Bitcoin, it was a acceptable short trade here. It wasn't my favorite level, but it was a trade that we talked about just 10 minutes ago. But yeah, look at, you know, there's it's kind of round formation here, but the execution should have been at this consolidation. Basically, we just talked about this 10 minutes ago. I said it, you know, you could attempt to short it. However, I did not like it too much based on the volume, because on the base I want high volume. I want this high spike to be down here, not up here. And then you have another high breakout, and then you got the volume strategy resistance right there. But there's not much volume, so and especially with this high volume at this low, it was a so-so decision to take that short. But still possible. The best stop loss is behind that red candle here to have that attempt. So, you know, if you were to get into that short, you need to realize where's your stop loss. If you don't have a stop loss, you don't enter the trade. So the stop loss would have been behind this red candle, which is the highest volume node after the breakout, right? Stop loss at break even, because it's just not looking great. I was aiming for the 618 Fibonacci from this pivot low to the pivot high. We just hit 50%. Could still go down, but it's not looking too great. Reason why I did not like it is when you zoom out, you are hitting a pretty nice support level, and you have a high volume a high volume spike here of buying pressure, right? Stopping the price to go lower. High volume on the 1 minute, stopping that. This was actually an acceptable long position to take profit at this level because this is resistance, right? But that long position was based on this resistance that we did have yesterday, right? Sorry, this is early this morning, my bad. Beautiful touch beneath the level, back above it, snipe along, protect position, take profits, possibly jump into a short scalp as well here. You're taking profits from the long, you're attempting a short, stop in place behind the highest volume candle from the breakout. You look aiming for the 618. If you hit the 618, you're taking profit. You are defensive. You are in 2 free trades at the moment. You've taken profits from one of them. You're possibly going to take profits from the other one, right? It's a very scalping zone. But you get the point, right? This is all pure education content, guys. Sharing with you how you can be a trader and a profitable trader and how to manage your risk very well, right? Because we can talk about levels of resistance support, but you don't know how to trade it. You don't know where to put your stop loss. We talk about that, right? We talk about that. I've explained here how you could have managed risk, explained here how you could have managed risk, how this is not the best looking short scenario based on high volume spike here, buying pressure, based on we are bouncing at support. We are in an uptrend here. We have retraced very, very nicely here to this level. If we do take a look at Fibonacci from the pivot low of the consolidation, from the high of this pump, do we have any Fibonacci level at that point? No. 7.8 would have been nice if it would have been exactly at that high. Then I would have said, that looks nice. I like it. We got 7.8 Fibonacci. We got 618 getting a bit bounce here. But if we would have had 7.8 as well here, I would have said, that looks nice. We're hitting the resistance, turning into support, and we're hitting 7.8 from the start of the pump. Basically, the low of the consolidation. This is the start of the pump. Bang, quick little scalp. Bang, you're hitting resistance, you take profit. We need to be machines when we're trading, guys. We need to be machines. Very, very disciplined. Because, yeah, it just takes one silly mistake or one silly decision to burn an account, guys. You must know this. I know it. It takes one bad decision or, limit orders over here. I'm getting into a massive swing short position. I'm going to start buying and swing long limit orders here because Bitcoin's going to 40K next week. Yeah, if you do that, you will fail at some point if you do that kind of trading. You can be profitable for a few months and then burn it in 1 month. That's what I did back in 2019. I was at my break-even point. I was starting to be profitable and I was 4 months in profit. Very nice. Few $1,000s in profit after every single month, and I burnt it in less than 1 week. It was $19,000. $19,000. Back for me in 2019 was a lot of money. I worked very hard to scale up and make profits every single month, and it was like throwing 4 months in the trash in a matter of 5-6 days. That's when you learn. That's when I learned that way of trading. I was in a silly swing trade that I was adding to the position and being. We can talk about the exact day where I got wrecked on that movement, because I really don't remember right now, but it was in 2019. I'm not sure if it's. I can't really remember the exact level, but anyway, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I got wrecked, guys, big time. After 4 months of profit, this was only 4 years ago. I've learned a lot during the last 4 years. Andy, any advice on when to take profit, close winning trade? If you're longing, you take profit at resistance. If you're shorting, you take profit at support. Yeah, that's basically it. I cannot give a simple, the best simple answer. You take profit at resistance if you're longing, and you take profit at support if you're shorting. it depends if you're scalping or if you're day trading or if you're swing trading as well. You know, because swing trades, you know, I got stopped out from my swing short position on MEXC. It was, you know, the short position that I got into a few days ago was at the high of this massive wick, shorting here at the rejection of 30,400. I entered a little late, but I just got stopped out today at break even. I did take a bit of profits because I was very much aware of this ripping, you know, and continuing to the upside. So I thought, you know, I'm going to take a bit of profits. It wasn't much, but I just thought, I know I'm going to get stopped out at break even, so I'm just going to take some profits. So, but this was a swing trade. I thought with this rejection, I know that we could fill partially of the wick, and my short might be saved. I was aware of this pumping as well, but it was a swing trade. So for me, the swing trade, if you are shorting a swing trade here, there's no doubt that a swing trade profit level is 25k. It's the lows here from June, right? 24,800. No doubt that would be a swing short profit level, but I'm in no swing shorts at the moment. I'm scalping. So when I'm scalping, yeah, scalping is moves of $50, $100, $200. It would be a massive move on a scalp. That's what you want to do. You know, I scalped here the 7/8 Fibonacci. I explained this at the beginning of the stream, and I took profits here. I will share that trade with the legends. The only trade that I got into. And why did I take profit here? Well, it's, hey, we're hitting a level that has been resistance. I know I'm scalping. I need to be very fast in decision taking. You know, we are hitting this level that has been massive resistance. You know, if I short here, I wouldn't take profit here. I wouldn't take profit here. So I take profit and that's it. Right? So even this short that was provided, this is a first take profit zone because you are having higher lows on the chart. We do not know if we're going to break down here. So if you did take this short, I did talk about this profit zone as well, if I'm not mistaken. You know, if you did short here, this level, the first take profit is the higher low support. Remember, we are creating still higher lows. This is a quick little short attempt to the 618 also, pivot low, to this pivot high, 618, higher low support, lock some profits. You did get a reaction, you did get bounced. This could have done this. So, yeah, basically, you need to be, when you're doing scalping, you need to take a look at the lower time frame resistance and support levels. Using trend line, using Fibonacci, you know, understanding the trend as well. If you're shorting here, you're fighting against the market. There we go. We got a pretty nice bounce here on Bitcoin. Anyway. So, yeah, Mark Dutch and 618. Use VRVP. Can we bounce from here, Andy? Yeah, no doubt. It seems like that we are getting a significant bounce from this level. The question is, will this bounce manage to create another high in the next coming hours? Or will it top out at some point? Shall we talk about potential topping levels where we could analyze the situation and get into a trade? Possibly, if it does give that opportunity and gives us that price action, that beautiful price action. Absolutely, yes. Now, if this were to be the low, now we got a clear pivot high and we've got a clear pivot low. Let's take a look at Fibonacci. I love Fibonacci. It's great. On its own, it's not that powerful, but if you use it in confluence with other levels, then it can be very powerful. 50% Fibonacci is at a proven level of support and resistance. I like it. 50% Fibonacci. has been at this level. It is at this level, $29,840. Look at this level, how it has been highly respected as resistance and at support all the time till he actually broke down as you were creating the lower highs. But it bounced. It's a highly respected level. 50% Fibonacci from the pivot high to the pivot low here. We got a low right now, so we got Fibonacci. 50% is at that level. Do we have a high volume node? It's today's value area high zone. But anyway, we haven't closed yet, so it's not really much very much a level. VPVR is not telling us much, unfortunately. Not much here looking at VPVR with this price action. So yeah, pretty nice consolidation here. Yeah, the highest volume node from this consolidation is all the way up here. Not much confluence. The best confluence that we do have, it's been a high respected level of resistance and support, and it's the 50% Fibonacci. So you could get a quick little pullback here. You could get a quick little rejection. Where is the VWAP? Where is the VWAP? I haven't checked VWAP today. Oh, look at this. Oh my goodness, VWAP was actually holding really nice as support. VWAP is a magnet. VWAP is a great level for longs and for taking profits. So if you're shorting a high and you get close to the VWAP, you take profits. Or if you're hitting the VWAP with other confluence, obviously it could be a long trigger, but you want more confluence. Don't only trade based on VWAP, because you need more. You need more confluence. So based on this, not easy. And what's happening now is that you are getting a bit of resistance from that high volume node finally. Oh no, you haven't reached it yet. Yeah, no, not much to be said here on Bitcoin. I think higher is very much a possibility. An interesting level. I would set alerts here to potentially get into a quick scalp. So, this is the best thing. This is how I do my trading. I analyze the situation on some levels. I don't care of not getting into the short position that was provided with the legends. Oh my goodness. Hopefully some of you guys did enter. Hopefully, if you are watching the stream. Oh, but I was getting the stream ready, but it doesn't matter. I don't mind not getting into that trade, because I will look for another level and set some alerts and check the reaction at that level. If we blast through, I will not take the trade. If we do create a choppy level high and reject, I will get in at the highest point and manage my risk very well. And if we do get a decent 3 to 1 risk to reward pullback, I'll be locking those profits, as I will take it as a scalp. Guys, hopefully you've enjoyed this pure educational content. Thank you very much for joining the stream. I wish I could have read all of the comments, but I could not. Remember, if this live stream gets over 1,000 likes and you comment down below in between today and tomorrow after the stream is finished, and it does get to 1,000 likes, guys, I will be doing a random comment giveaway on a live stream if it does get over 1,000 likes, guys, giving a Trezor hardware wallet so you can keep your cryptos safe. Thank you very much, everybody. Check out the links down below if you want to support the channel, if you want to get the best bonuses available on Mexi, which is really good trading platform, to be honest. I'm very happy with it the last few weeks. And you also got Bybit, $30,000 worth of bonus. It's another way to support the channel here for continue educational content, talking about how to trade, how to scalp, how to manage your risk very well, how to place your stop losses and take profits, and doing an overall analysis on the charts. I'm not the best TA guy, guys, you know that. Yesterday I was completely wrong with my analysis. I'm sorry. Hopefully, what I am more worried about is I talk about something on technical analysis and you cannot manage your risk on me being wrong. Always talk about how we can trade it as well. If you get small little stop losses, don't matter. It doesn't matter. You will be making that stop loss another day, okay? It's all about making profits during the next coming months, not today, not tomorrow. It's for the next coming months, guys. Thank you very much. Smash up the like button for that giveaway. If we get to 1,000 likes, I'll be giving a Trezor wallet, guys. Thank you, everybody, and I'll see you in the next one.